Hi, I'm Linda. Welcome to my channel, New Age Beauty, which is all about aging beautifully. We're so lucky to live in this new age where we get to connect online to share with one another. Where my channel covers topics from skincare and cosmetics to in office and at home beauty treatments, fitness and wellness, in addition to mindset for mature women who want to make the best of their later years using their mind, body, and spirit. Today's topic is about style and how to use how to look current with affordable pieces for everyday life that will work throughout the upcoming spring summer season. When selecting the title for this video, Ageless, Adorable, and Affordable, I knew the clothing pieces were ageless and affordable. The word adorable came up because I adore them and I feel adorable when I'm wearing them. So I thought, well, maybe that's a little too young, but I've decided it's not. There's no expiration date on words. So for those of you who have watched previous videos of mine, you know that I typically get a little serious about why I think the topic really matters. If you want to, you can fast forward through the next few minutes so you can get right to the fashion, but I hope you stick with me. As we age, I think many of us feel like we should care less about fashion. It can seem trite and shallow compared to all the things going on in our lives, the seriousness of everything, the complexity of our current world. And you may feel that I just don't care anymore. What I care about is my health, and I care about the well being of the people that I love. And I couldn't agree with that more. However, I just want to say that, we need to make the very best of however many years we have left, regardless of our age. And that's what I want to devote my time to, is helping us all make the best of the lives that we have left. So why should style matter? And perhaps I would suggest matter even more than it did when we were younger, because it affects how others perceive and relate to us. And how we are perceived can have a profound effect on our social and professional lives. It is now well understood that social connectedness and emotional and physical and emotional well-being, especially as we live longer lives, is very important to our overall quality of life. Our personal style influences others' opinions about us, and it has the power to persuade anyone about who we are. Just think about how social influencers change the marketing landscape in recent years, because they can affect the opinions of millions of people through these vast online networks. Well, we are doing the same thing that they're doing. We are sending a message about us, a message that can impact the thoughts, feelings, attitudes, and behaviors of others towards us. We're just doing it one on one versus one to many, like they're doing, and we're advocating for ourselves. When we present our personal style, we are utilizing our social influence. Others' perception of us is based initially only upon what they can see and what they can hear. Over time, assuming we get to develop a relationship with them, they will begin to appreciate us for who we are, the lives we have led, and who we have become. Once you understand more about one another, that can form the basis for a very meaningful, lifelong friendship or a professional relationship that lasts for many years based upon mutual respect. But it starts out with their initial impression of you. So you need to get past that point. And again, that's based on what they see and what they hear. So think of how we want to be perceived as our persona or our personal brand. Our faces are our identity. They are unique to us, just like fingerprints. Of course, our faces change as we age, some more than others, depending on genetics, extent of sun damage, plus self-care choices, and cosmetics, which can help us feel and look more beautiful. Some of us may also choose to maintain our looks through surgery and beauty treatments. If those topics interest you, you can watch my videos, Face Facts and Ageless Skincare, to learn about how I work on myself to maintain my appearance. You can click here to see those. I will also put links in the gray description box below. Just click on the More button to see that. Relating to this particular topic, I have had some comments on my channel that I should give in to aging. In my view, that type of comment is a perfect example of ageism. Working on how you feel and look is not about chasing youth. It is about wanting to be accepted by society and viewed as being powerful and relevant so you can live a richer, more fulfilling life with greater opportunities. We do this at every age, adapting to fit into the world we want to be part of, starting in our teens and ever since. I understand if people don't have the resources or desire to adapt as they age. That's their personal choice, and it's all good. But judging others is not. My channel is about aging beautifully, inside and out. So, the other subject that affects how we look is our hairstyle. So, our hairstyles change over time, partially because of how aging affects the texture, the thickness of our skin, and the thickness of our hair, and the color. And then trends evolve, of course. And as our hormones plummet, so does everything else, including the quality of our hair. So I think most mature women will agree that figuring out how to maintain and style your hair can be very, very frustrating as we get older. Personally, I do a variety of things to try and maintain mine, but part of it is genetics. My grandmother didn't turn gray till she was 70. I didn't start getting gray until this year, now that I'm 75. So I have been very lucky in that way. I think the most important thing about hairstyle is to try and have a current, modern style if possible, one that is not dated. Then the next area is your physical persona. And I have talked about this a lot in almost all of my previous videos. There is nothing more important than your health. And next to that, it is building up your strength and power with resistance training. It will improve your life in so many ways, from how you look to how you move to the energy level that you have, your posture. It's just such a game changer. You will appear from the outside, those people looking at you and sizing you up. It will appear as if you are strong and powerful because you will be strong and powerful. So I think that's the most important thing to do as we age. And then the next piece of our personal brand is our clothing. And clothing is our packaging. And just like the products you purchase in a store, how something is packaged matters. Why? Because it affects the perception about the value of the product, which in this case is you. How we choose to dress affects how we feel about ourselves. It is our style currency. Will we appear to be current and modern or stuck in the past? Dressing in current styles as you age helps for both social and psychological reasons. It's not about trying to look young, but about staying relevant, connected, and confident. So, wearing modern styles in work and social settings can boost how others perceive your credibility, vitality, and flexibility. Plus, it will help you feel more engaged and energetic, which can affect your posture, how you converse with others, and even your mood. So think of it like your personal style currency that you can use to buy social acceptance, attention, and even professional opportunities. So use your style to express your identity and connect with others. It can have a real impact on your social and professional life. It starts with having some modern basics, like some that I'm going to show you today. And these are more relevant to a casual lifestyle, but in future videos, I'm going to present some more professional and formal options. And then selecting the shapes and patterns that will work to your advantage to reveal or conceal those features and flaws depending on your body type. So today's video features clothing from Quince. Now, many of you, I am sure, have heard of Quince and have probably already purchased some Quince items. I am so late to this party. I am just almost embarrassed by it. I literally just discovered them a couple of weeks ago. They reached out to me after I had done a video that talked about how I need to have a more relaxed style now that I'm no longer a corporate girl. And they suggested I try some of their clothes. And so they told me to go on their website, pick out a few pieces, and then give them a try, which I did. So when those pieces arrived, I was absolutely stunned at the quality because their prices are a quarter to a fifth of what I'm used to spending for the same quality. So I was truly amazed. When I went to their website, I was a little confused because I didn't really know where to start. Everything's very basic and plain. They're an international company, and so I think they need to they need their website to appeal to the most people. So they don't take on a real kind of style persona like most brands do. But they're basic pieces, but you can envision how to put them together. Anyway, I'm just again very, very surprised. I'm used to wearing Veronica Beard, Legence, Frank and Eileen, along with several designer jean brands. Again, they sell for 4 to 5 times the price. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I'm just truly in love with this company and impressed. That's why I'm so enthusiastic. Their clothing pieces you're going to see today range from $16 to $50. And I just think about all the hundreds of dollars that I've thrown away recently that I really didn't need to. So this first look is very, very simple. It is a men's style European linen shirt with stretch jeans. So these jeans, they're called the Bella Stretch Kick Flare jeans. They're very well known for them. They sell for $50 and they come in 5 different colors. And I can't tell you how much I love these. I have worn them. I bought them in 2 colors. I've worn them every day for the last week. They are more comfortable and as flattering as my Veronica Beard and Legence jeans. They have a nice high waist, so you can wear them belted, and they are not too tight in the waist because they fit your form really, really nicely because of the stretchiness. But the stretchiness stays, keeps its shape throughout, no matter how long you're wearing them during the day. It's really quite impressive. I come in 3 different inseam lengths. So this is the shortest one because I wanted them more cropped, but you can get 2 longer inseams as well. And the styling of the stitching and the seams is just all first class. And then the shirt, which is a European linen shirt, is tailored beautifully. So I have a closet full of white shirts that I have had for many, many, many years, and I always look for a good white shirt. And a few black ones as well. And these shirts that I have, this one in black, and then I got the white as well, are better literally than any one that I have. And I think those probably started at $200 is my guess, because the tailoring is so good. The uh, collars are nice and stiff, and they stay up when you put them up. The way the buttons are, it happens to catch me at least right at the right place, so you can keep the top 3 buttons unbuttoned and have a nice V shape, but it doesn't show your bra. The sleeves, the cuffs have a double button, so they're very easy to push up if you want to, which I always do. And then the body of the shirt is not too bulky, so you don't get that feeling of it being large, having you look larger, which a lot of them do. I mean, this is a shirt that I would actually wear out, which I rarely do, but I think because of how it's tailored, you can do it and look flattering. So that linen shirt comes in, gosh, how many is it? Like 12 different colors, I think. And anyway, just big, big, big fan of these. And that shirt only sells for $40. I paired these with a pair of shoes. I found it in Nordstrom's. Now I have probably 5 pair of Chanel ballet shoes from over the years. I haven't worn them in a few years. They hurt my feet. Every single pair of them hurts my feet. These are extremely comfortable. They're on sale now, so I don't know if they even have any left. But I love them. I love them because they're not ballet shaped. It's easy to get ballet shaped shoes now, but I like these because I think they have a little more style, the way they have a pointed toe, and yet they're even more comfortable than any of the ballet flats that I own. Not just the Chanel, but I own other brands as well. So now we have that same shirt, only this is in cotton poplin, but identical in terms of shape and detailing as the linen shirt. And I have paired it here with a long linen skirt that I actually own, but I found one on the Quince website. I tried to order it, but they were out of stock. That's similar. And then I have it with a Western style belt by Veronica Beard. And then I just put on some of my own cowboy boots that I've had for many, many years. I just love the Western look. Maybe it's because of Landman and Yellowstone. I don't know. Anyway, I think this is really cute and fun. So here we have those same jeans in the white paired with that cotton poplin shirt. And I just have it tied at the waist, which I love in the summertime. I have some big gold earrings with it and a bracelet and some espadrille type of sandals that are super comfortable. I like to wear heels because I think they're just very, very flattering. But these, you don't have much of a heel. Your foot doesn't actually go up very much because of the shape of how the wedge is. So these are really great, very, very comfortable. Got these at DSW in this color, and I also got them in black, which you'll see in a minute. Guessing some of you understand the frustration of finding white jeans that are flattering. Well, these are the perfect ones. They don't cut you anywhere, at least not me, and I do have problems with that typically. I think it's because the waist is pretty, wide or stretchy, and so you can pull them all the way up. And again, they totally keep their shape. So here's a better shot of those shoes. You can see your foot is not very arched, but they're giving you a lot of height. And I only buy comfortable shoes, and these are among the most comfortable that I own now. I also love how they can be, dressed up. You can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with skirts, and they're just pretty universal. So here we have those same white jeans, but I've put a belt on with them. The belt's from Veronica Beard, and put a sweater over my shoulders. Really simple, but really classic, and I think classy. Here we have those same white jeans with a Quince sweater that sells for $49. It's all cotton and it is the coziest sweater. I love it. I had two sweaters that I bought a few years ago, and I remember spending, I don't know, $200 a piece on them, and this was years ago. And I thought I was spending too much on them. And I bought a black one and a white one, and I wore them for years and years and years. And these are nicer. So again, I feel like a fool, but this is the cutest and coziest sweater that I think I own now. And I paired it with some shoes, Monroe's, that were on sale at Nordstrom's that are also walking shoes, but they really don't look like it. They have a nice little heel, which doesn't take away from the comfort, but gives you more flexibility in what you can wear them with. Dresses it up just a little bit. So here we go again, same jeans, and I have the white poplin shirt under this sweater, and have this darling nautical style sweater, turtleneck sweater on top, which again is super cozy, just like the beige and white one. And I have that on with a pair of my own flip-flops, so I felt very yachty. We used to own a boat, which I miss, so that kind of took me back. Then I took off the shirt, so it's just showing it by itself, with a pair of those same espadrilles I had on earlier, only in black and white, and that really dresses it up. So cute as can be, cozy as can be. Here we go, same jeans again, only this time with a dressier sweater. And this is actually very universal. It's what I had on over my shoulders when I had the black linen shirt on with the white jeans. So it's a perfect style for that. It's not too bulky, and yet it has enough bulk that it works really well over the shoulders. But here I put on a necklace with it, which dressed it up some, and put on those same beige espadrille type shoes. And I just think this is so cute, and I will wear this look a lot. So here's a pair of cropped linen pants. Retails for $39. I paired them with a Veronica Beard belt and then a nice thick, so you don't see through it, a t-shirt with flared sleeves, which is very, very flattering. And then I put my own scarf with it. The pants have two pockets one on each side, and then one in the back as well, which is neat. And then I also paired those with my Mephisto sandals that I just bought on sale at Nordstrom's. They're incredibly comfortable. I got really lucky finding comfortable shoes this year that are also stylish. So here's the one colorful piece that I bought, my favorite color actually, that turquoise tone. And the pants, they're linen. They have a gathered waist, very flattering because it's pretty thick. And then they have a drawstring, but the drawstring doesn't really add any weight to you. It's really nicely designed. And paired it with that same t-shirt with the flared sleeves and that same pair of Monroe suede walking shoes that have a little bit of heel on them. So I think this looks really cute. It's my own scarf. And this one was a surprise for me. I don't wear a whole lot of skirts, but I love, love, love this one. It's linen, and it retails for $39, and the top that goes with it here is $15. Now, I got it in too large a size, so I have to switch that out later. So you do see my bra the way I'm wearing this, unfortunately, but that's because I ordered the wrong size. I also added my own silk and cashmere scarf around the neck that I think looks really cute with it. And then my own shoes, white espadrilles, and with a little bit of height. So I love this outfit. I'm going to wear it a lot when it's really hot out. Here's that same skirt and top. All I did was just take that sweater from the other outfit, the beige and white stripe, and wrap it around my shoulders, kind of like a shawl, just to give it a different look. So all of the items shown in today's video will be linked in the gray description box below. Remember to click on the More button, and they'll also be pinned in the top comment. The first link that you're going to see there is from the Shop My app, and that takes all of the things that you saw and puts them onto one page. So you can see what they are, and then you can just click into it, and it'll take you to that page on the individual website so you can see the price and details, etc. And if they're available in Google Shopping, they'll also be scrolling, you'll see in the gray box below. So sometimes it's a little confusing because there's so many different ways to look at these. So thank you for joining me today. If you found some value or some inspiration from it, I would appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. That way I'll know you liked it, and that will help me plan some of my future content. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd appreciate it if you would. I think a lot of people think that once you see somebody's video that it'll go in your feed, their next one will go in the feed. That's not true. You know, there's millions and millions of videos out there. So the only way to really see them is to subscribe, and especially if you click the notification bell when you subscribe, then you're assured that you will see them. And if you are interested in learning more about my fitness journey, like I talked about earlier, here are some videos that you will want to watch. And I hope to see you again. I look forward to sharing the beauty in all of us, and I wish you a beautiful day.